Next item will be unfinished business. First item is board commission appointments. This time, the City Council will consider the nomination of Jerry Isaacs, Morristown Utility Commission, for a 5-year term to expire on August 1st, 2016. This time, Chair will entertain that motion.
I make a motion to reject that nomination.
We have a, well,
I'm trying to speak over here, but
let's go back to the motion that was on the board, which was Councilmember Brooks.
when they got that on the picture, it won't say anything. They won't speak.
I'm sorry.
When there's a picture up there.
Yeah, what we have, there's something that needs to be aware of. Whenever this board is not up, it doesn't matter how many times you push, it just doesn't show up.
Right.
All right, until it goes to this board. So at that point, we're going to try and use the board. So what we need to do is wait for the board to come up before you get for speaking. So that's why it worked the way that it worked. And Councilmember Brooks had pushed for speaking, and then we went on to the next stage. So if you can't back it up, we'll leave it at speaking, but then what it does is we'll have to, if you don't mind, Council, if someone wants to speak, just address the chair rather than looking up there, that's all right. Councilmember Brooks, you have to.
I just want to ask Dick, on these boards here, we got a list of everybody serving on boards.
Yes.
And this member that the mayor just brought up, he is on a board. And also the other, Kittery, he's on the board also. And of course, if you'll look in the section, I can't remember which one it is exactly, but it says that that you cannot be on 2 boards and serve as a commissioner. So are these people going to resign, or, you know?
Are you speaking of Mr. Isaacs?
Yes, Isaac. Mm-hmm.
I believe the term under the act was a member of the commission, Utilities Commission, can hold no other office pertaining to the city. And I had communicated with the mayor by email. He had posed the same question, and I suspect that would not prohibit Mr. Isaacs from serving. He is a member of the Housing Authority, which is not a city board, but he occupies that position by virtue of the city appointment. I don't believe the prohibition goes that far to disqualify.
Is the housing board, it doesn't have anything to do with the city?
Well, it has something to do with the city, but the act talks in terms of the holding another office pertaining to the city, and I think that implies holding an office where you have some control over city functions, and the housing authority really does of that. It could go either way, but that's my view.
Dick, I believe that law also states if you're a city employee, you won't serve on that board.
Yeah, well, that's right. You would be holding the city office for sure.
It says any other position of the city of Morristown, if that's part of the city of Morristown, the housing board, I don't see how you can serve on it.
Well, the question is, if you are appointed to the Morristown Housing Authority by virtue of a city vote, do you then occupy an office pertaining to the city? I don't see the connection between the members of the Morristown Housing Authority and maintaining a city office.
I just want to check, with it, because can we get a ruling on that? Task? I don't know which hat you're wearing. Is it MUS or city, city council? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the
MUS is a division of the city itself. So, would you like an opinion from whom? Maybe the attorney for the housing authority, or
no? Probably.
Attorney General.
It says any board in the section. I think, does it not?
I'm not familiar with that section, if that's what it says. The section I'm familiar with is holding any office pertaining to the city. Now, there may be another provision, I'm just not.
There's one, I think, and I might be wrong, says on any other board that has to do with the city of Morristown.
Is that in the private act
I
of
believe
the,
so, yes, private.
of the Utilities Commission?
Yes,
Can you
yes.
help them?
Okay, I will certainly check that.
We check on that.
Certainly I will.
That's not what it says.
And we, I'm sorry, we need to know because, the next, one they sent up, Kennery, he's also on the, what's it called? What's your
Planning
name?
Commission.
Planning Commission board, so.
He's on the Regional Planning Commission?
Yeah,
That's a closer question there.
Well, if that's the case, then there's only one, then Isaacs wouldn't be eligible tonight, neither would Kenneally, so McGuffin would be the only one that would be put forth tonight. But you've helped narrow it down to the individual who could be put forth for nomination to that board.
Legally.
No,
That's not his.
let me interject. I would just withdraw my nomination. And we would wait till we have a ruling, and then next council meeting, I would nominate.
I thought it was
Mr.
just
Brooks,
gonna help you out.
I'm sorry.
It's a good idea.
Mr. Brooks, the
Trying to help you out, Kay.
All right. Does it
the
help?
provision I'm familiar with that I was talking about is in section 2 of the private act, and it says, no person holding any other office pertaining to the city shall be eligible for the office of commissioner.
Is that not an office? I mean,
It's not, I don't see it as a city office. I'm not trying to be difficult.
I know, I'm not either, Dick, but I mean, I'm just saying, to clarify, because if you're on the city board, I mean, it says city board, on the housing authority, it's under the city, right?
No, the Housing Authority Board is not.
It's not under the city, we don't have anything to do with that,
We just have representation.
We have representation. That's it.
then maybe I'm wrong. So,
I think that, Dick is our city attorney, and he has,
that's fine, it's gonna be rejected anyway, so go ahead, it's fine.
But I've been wrong.
It don't matter.
Several times before.
Just,
All right, we'll go back where we were.
Mayor, if I may interrupt, and I apologize for this, we've managed to confuse our voting system significantly for its right.
We just need to do a roll. That's all, is that all right?
We need to do another roll call.
Oh,
So you need to check in so you're here, so the machine knows that you're set. It doesn't.
I'll take-
so we have the president.
Hey, Dick, I didn't even blow your mind and the machine. Oh, goodness.
Okay, now we were still in discussion, if there is any further discussion, we'll walk to it. And then I believe what happened is that Councilmember LeBel made a motion to disapprove. Is there a second? Is there a second for disapproval? There is a second. Is there any discussion?
What was the motion?
The motion was, all right, we'll go through this because remember, we've got to be careful how we do this. The motion was for Jerry Isaacs' name to be nominated, and then Councilmember LeBel made the motion to
Be rejected?
To reject it.
to
not
reject.
approve.
reject that. All right, so if you vote yes to this, you're voting that you're rejecting. If you vote no, then you're voting for, just the opposite.
We got this right.
All right, you got it?
Yes.
All right, no further discussion. I think I got it. We'll see.
There's a vote again, I guess.
I don't know. Okay. 5 yeas, 2 nays, motion passes to reject.